Hello, Capricorns. Welcome to your week ahead, September 9 to September 15, 2019. Capricorn, I've already shuffled and laid out your spread. Voila. At the end of your reading, Capricorn, we're going to take a look at what your guidance is. You have 3 cards that came out. Thank you all for being here. I hope you're doing well and so glad you could make it. So let's get into your reading, Capricorn. Now, your theme overall in the week ahead is abundance. And what's around abundance is journey. And underneath that is faith. So Capricorn, you've been on a expedition, if you will, a journey towards achieving growth, abundance, and prosperity in your world, in your circumstances, for yourself. This could even be around your health. Or you're looking at trying to build or create more abundance for yourself, and you're on a journey, a quest for this. There's some sort of quest you're on, or a quest you've been on. And it has taken faith to do, or faith is needed at this time to embark on this journey or to maintain it. Now, what's around this abundance, this journey you're on, or about to go on, or coming from, is you got the thief. Yeah, that's right, the thief. This is a 24 breaking down to a 6. So with thief here, maybe something was taken from you, or you were taken advantage of, or you may be trying to avoid someone taking from you. But with thief here, there's something you may need to reassess here. Because with the 24, this is breaking down to a 6. So this could be around a domestic matter, or there's some issues around your comfort with your abundance. But also, this is about what you can achieve and how you can have balance and how you can triumph over this matter. And you may have been on the journey to try to retrieve what has been taken. Or as you've been on your journey towards growth and abundance, to having the world in your hands, that may be in jeopardy of being taken from you. Now, I wanted more information on this, and so what came out for you is trickery. So somebody may be up to some tricks with you, or you could be having issues around your abundance where there's a thief or something being taken because of trickery coming from you. Now, but what's underneath this thief at the bottom of the deck is bad health. And underneath that is turmoil and labor. So your health may be being affected here. You could be overworking, overdoing something. And in your quest for abundance, you may be losing sight of what's important, or not realizing that you're losing something nonetheless. And if you're up to some shenanigans, or someone is up to shenanigans with you, there may be a need for you to regroup and see how to change this or bring something to an end. But do things above board and on the up and up. For some of you, you could be focusing on abundance through less desirable means, or the means may be desirable to you and not desirable to somebody else. the point is that whether this is you or who you're dealing with, you don't want to operate in a low vibration and resort to trickery and thievery in order to acquire your abundance. Despite that you may have gone down a long journey towards getting it, or your faith could be waning and you could be considering lesser means to achieve the desired result, you may want to rethink that shit. Or somebody may be trying to do this with you, and you may need to be aware. But some of you need to take care of your health, or something in general needs to be healed around your abundance or what was taken. Now, something could have meant the world to you. This could be whatever that is of value to you that you need to heal, that you need to perhaps, with bad health, address to create stability or restructure it, to put in the hard work and not play around with this. You could be playing around with your abundance and it gets taken through what trickery you find yourself in, that you cause or is happening to you. And with toil and labor, this is a 38 breaking down to 11, down to a 1. So there's, you needing to focus on the potential to recenter. There's a need to, perhaps. But something needs to be healed. Something needs to be nurtured back to health. Something that might have been depleted or taken or stolen or lost. But with thief, it's a loss, but it's a loss that was snatched from you in some way. But it's concerning your abundance, your prosperity, whatever that you see as abundance that you hold dear, that means the world to you. Now, your overall energy and focus is the Four of Wands, Capricorn. So with the Four of Wands, you could be focused on home and family. You could be focused on a marriage. But this is also you focus on your aims, wanting things to line up and for you to have success and completion with it. Now, it's also possible you partying. Okay? Or somebody partying with you, or you playing around. You might be getting off your game. And there needs to be more harmony with what you're doing. Be more in line with what needs to be done here. What's underneath that is the Three of Cups. So with the Three of Cups, this is about uniting with others, perhaps reuniting, but also a focus on a three-party situation, or where you're dealing with others, and there may be a focus on having harmony within that dynamic, gaining emotional support and cooperation here. This could be in relationships, significant connections. Now, this could be some cheating, or it just could be, others meddling in the situation. Now, in the recent past, you got the Four Cups. So with the Four Cups, you may have experienced some discontentment or gotten bored. It's possible you could have missed an opportunity or tried to focus on gaining an opportunity here. But with the Four Cups, this is around your emotions, or this is to do with a significant relationship connection or with family. You may have been seeking an opportunity, seeking contentment with something. You weren't happy with the way things were in the recent past. You were dissatisfied. Now, in the present, you got the Nine of Cups. Nice. So with the Nine of Cups, this is more feelings and emotions, but this is satisfaction. This is happiness. This is contentment. This is even wish fulfillment. This is gain. Look at all that treasure there. And that's where you are in the present, which would make sense about this abundance, right? Now in the future, you do have the King of Swords. Now with the King of Swords, it is possible that you could be dealing with someone who's professional. This could be someone that you are just dealing with, or this is you. But with the King of Swords, this is the master of, mastering your thoughts, your mind, um, being very clever and logical, being able to execute your plans successfully, being able to cut away what no longer serves you, but also operating from a place of wisdom with this owl here. This may be you having clear objectives. It is possible, though, that there's a need for you to be firm but fair. There may be a need to express yourself. I'm seeing all this blue here, which takes me to the throat chakra. So there may be a need to communicate, but communicate your authentic truth, but also not be shy and afraid to speak up. But here you look like you're considering things, contemplating, thinking. The King of Swords can detach from his emotions and focus on what is right, what is just, what is fair, and be decisive about it, clear-minded about it, clear-cut, and very logical and very effective at communicating. Just be mindful not to be cold and distant or lacking empathy in your quest to be logical and clear-cut. Now, your attitude is the Ten of Pentacles. So feel like you're executing your plans. Your logic is serving you. And with the Ten of Pentacles, you perhaps are focused on family or focused on your abundance, right? Focusing on what you've gained. You may have restored this or you're building it up, creating a legacy. Establishing a firm foundation here. You may feel you have reached fulfillment with the things in your world that you wanted to establish or create or build upon or gain. Perhaps you've achieved a measure of wealth. Now, it also is possible that you could have been dealing with your health and focus on improving it and restoring it and building that. But with the Ten of Pentacles, you could have been working on 10 different things and focusing on how to prosper in each of them. Now, your concern is this Knight of Pentacles. You might be concerned that something may come to a stop and you just stopped cold. But with the Knight of Pentacles, you may be concerned about how to get things done. You may be concerned about your plans, being methodical, being strategic. You may be concerned about the reliability of something. You may be concerned about considering needing to stop something. But you may be concerned about how responsible you can be or how responsible things are. Are things reasonable? Is this making sense with what you're concerned with? You may be concerned about whether or not to receive help or give it. You may be concerned that something is going too slow for you. Or you may be concerned about the practicalities of things. Now, your challenge here is the Eight of Swords. So this here is being trapped in your mind. This here is thinking that you can't see a way out or a way through around your plans or your circumstances, where you may feel limited or restricted or confined within. It is also possible that the challenge is you suddenly find yourself needing to work within the confines and limitations that you find yourself in, and figure out how to navigate within that and see a way through it. But this is being stuck in your mind, and how you can get unstuck. The challenge of how do you get out of your mind? Or there may have been some limitations suddenly that happens around your abundance, perhaps even around your health, around your money or your home, or with your family. And you may see this as some sort of trickery, some bullshit just being thrown in the game, or somebody throwing some bullshit in the game here. But your likely outcome here is the Five of Cups. Now, the Five of Cups does talk about disappointment, possible depression. It can talk about being upset, crying over spilled milk, focusing on what's lost, but not focusing on what's left or how to salvage or improve what's going on in your world, so that you can move to a more emotionally balanced and healing space. But what I want you to take note of in this particular Five of Cups is that, yes, cups are spilled, but that this person is deliberately spilling and emptying a cup. Now, why? Is this so that you can relieve yourself of any upset? Or are you causing yourself upset? Or are you now just ready to let go of something that you're not happy or pleased with, or that you may find yourself recovering from, that was a loss emotionally for you at some point? Either way, with the Five, it is difficult energy, but there's the ability to change it. And in this case, change how you feel. Now, here, she still holds something of value in her hand. So I feel that with this energy, you may experience the emotions of upset or loss, or not being happy with how something goes down. But I do also feel that you quickly resort to recovering from the situation, because you are able to see what you have, or you're able to improve it, to create more harmony, to have things line up and have success and completion despite the odds, despite what is taken, despite trickery. And with this Three of Cups, this may be through others, you getting support and cooperation, and you are able to satisfactorily, emotionally achieve something and feel better or good about it. Or there may be some trickery in a connection, but there is the need to reassess or assess something, to either avoid something being taken from you or stolen, or to figure out what happens after something was taken or stolen from you. But something is depleted somewhere. And for some of you, it's around your health. And if it's not your health, there's something that needs healing and requires you to put in the labor. Even though you find yourself toiling with it, it may be a struggle, or it could be a tricky situation. But it's a journey to be taken with faith. And it's a journey that may take a while and be a process, because this person on a fucking camel. So that means this is like being in the desert, and camels don't go nowhere quick. But somehow, just know with that Three of Cups and in this image, you're not alone. Because not only is this person on a camel, there's a camel following this person. So there is support here and cooperation here for you to fix things and go on the journey towards doing that. So focus on how you can restore and rebuild or maintain. But there is the ability to be practical, to secure what you need, and to have some fulfillment with it. But it's going to take you needing to get out of your head, get focused, get your head in the game, and see how to get through this. And stop worrying about what's lost. Even if it was taken, and it doesn't mean that, oh, that was just don't worry about it, cast your cares. No, I get it. Sometimes shit is fucked up, but you can't dwell on what went fucked up or wrong, especially if it's not bringing the results towards how to fix it or change it or make it better. But I do feel you focus on how to improve it. It may just be a matter of how long it takes before you can get to do that or choose it. Because with journey here, it may take a while before you decide to recover over what's lost or whatever you're not happy or depressed over. And your faith could be challenged. Or it may need to be you turn to your faith to muster the energy to go forward despite the setbacks, despite the trickery. And let's take a closer look. Spirit, tell me more about the Five of Cups. We're just going to look at the Five of Cups here. Tell me more about the Five of Cups, please. Tell me more about this Five of Cups. Thank you. So with the Five of Cups, this is the Two of Cups. So for a lot of you at the bottom, this is the Eight of Cups. This is around a relationship, a partnership, a union with this Two of Cups that you are recovering from, or it's taking you a long time to recover from. Maybe somebody stole your fucking heart, stole your cash, or stole your valuables, and it took you a long time to prosper. Or you had abundance and now you're struggling with getting it all back, but it's all behind a relationship. Or this is about you having emotional imbalance with regard to a connection where you had a hard time moving on. But I do feel that it's going to be a mixed bag here. I do feel that some of you are going to be able to recover, or you have recovered after a long period of time, where this may have even affected your health. You could have been lying to yourself or lied to or tricked around a relationship or a partnership or agreement. And some of you are going to move on from it, and some of you won't. So let's take a look at what your guidance is. You have 3 cards. The first one for you, Capricorn, is live in the moment. Well, that'll take your mind off shit, right? If you could do that, right? On this week, strive to live in the moment. Only speak about positive things in your life and avoid bringing up the past, especially negative memories or situations. Your goal is to experience how difficult it is to live in the present. Healing is rapidly enhanced when you're focused in the now. So let me just say, when this talks about living in the moment is the ability to be present with what the fuck is going on in that very moment in time, completely and wholly, without any thought to anything negative or that you have been fixated or focused on that has you in a low vibration or a negative space, or has you overthinking or obsessing around, or finding that you're having difficulties no longer thinking about it or letting it go. Finding things to live in a moment for that completely takes you away from all that shit without even trying. and you find yourself immersed in that moment, wholly and completely. And suddenly, it's like whatever it is that was plaguing you, or that was a problem, or that you couldn't break away from, or you couldn't get over, you're not even thinking about at all in that moment. That's what living in the moment is. And so, living in the moment, find things that give you peace and make you happy. Not anything that's destructive or self sabotaging, but elevates you from where you are so that you can experience a higher vibration in your being and in your emotions over your circumstances or situation or partnership, union, connection, or relationship that you find that you need to recover from, or it's been a journey to do that, and having faith has been challenged, or there's a need to renew your faith or maintain your faith around. You also have enhanced your physical health, which, remember, you had bad health come up here. So some of you, your health has been ignored or not addressed, and now there are difficulties and challenges that you need to toil and labor with to fix and do something about. So enhance your physical health, and that's mental, spiritually, physically. All of those areas need to be in a healthy space and a healthy place in order to move forward, in order to draw in the new, the good in the new, or to prosper, or to see abundance and growth. Think about how you view yourself as a physical being. Do you perceive yourself as weak or strong? Do you tend to make excuses for why you're not proactive in your healing when you see what you can and should be done? When you see what can and should be done, your goal is to initiate one positive action in your life right now to enhance your physical health and continue taking each step, every step, as you complete a step and take a step. Okay? To thine own self be true. Go on that journey and do it in faith. And if you're already on that path, keep it up and keep faith alive. See the good in everything. This is a day for optimism only. No matter what comes your way, your task is to see only the favorable attributes in it. Your goal is to practice the power of positive thinking. I know it's easier said than done, but it is doable. Okay? Do or do not, there is no try. See the good in everything. Don't be pessimistic. Don't be negative. And it doesn't mean that you ignore how you feel or what you experience, even if the vibration is low or even if it's negative. It means don't fucking stay there. Okay? Experience it, release it as quickly as you can to get to a more positive space in yourself, in the circumstances you find yourself in, so that you can attract improvements and even see them. Focus on the abundance and not the lack. I hope these messages help. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And thanks so much for watching. Bye.